Well, last week I had a prospective instructor in on a co-teach, and that's great in itself because they're super skilled and they're just really wanting to refine their techniques before being let loose on a group. And one of their observations was that they were amazed at how all the stuff they take for granted, a lot of simple stuff, needs to be explained. So with that in mind, I thought we'd have a look at a site layout tour for this aerial cutting course. So we start off with our exclusion zone. So we've got a tree cutting sign, and that could all be layered depending on how complex the site was. But here, there's no public access, so the sign is sufficient together with some ground crew vigilance. So let's wander in. We've got our fuel point. That's just out of the way of any work that's going on. This is James's work area. He's just about to go back up into his tree to carry on cutting. We've got some logs that are stacked, so who knows, they might want to use this for firewood, but they've just been separated out. We've got our brash racked up, ready for chipping. And so this is really why I wanted to do this little section. It's a great example of a lot of branch material that's been laid out to optimize the chipping potential. So the stack starts at the back and everything is laid in front so that we can then pick off our material readily, and then we can chip it from this end, and we can keep moving our chipper back. So that was just a good example of how to deal with the brash on this site. Let's carry on. So we've got our first aid, and we've got our tea and coffee area, very important. We've got some kit for rescue, so we've got spikes and we've got climbing kits ready to go. And then we've got our kind of drop zone. And then we've got our trees that the guys are working on. Should we go around here and have a look? So here we've got another stack of brash mixed in with some cordwood for the area where Miroslav was working. What I really wanted to say was that the brash and laying it in a kind of a convenient stack ready for chipping is something that a good ground crew would do automatically. But if we haven't told them, then how would they know? So that is like a mission to empower your ground crew and give them some really clear instructions and show them stuff.